This story starts at the opening decade of the 20th century, with a Danish-born American boxer, the durable Dane, battling Nelson. He was revered for his toughness and heart in fights, none so more than his infamous bout in 1902. Arkansas set the stage for a war with Christy Williams. After 17 rounds, the pair had managed to notch 51 knockdowns between them. It's a staggering number of falls to the canvas, and paints a picture of a time when boxing was far more brutal than the bouts of today. Despite this back and forth, it was ultimately Williams who would falter, leaving Nelson with his hand raised, celebrating as he squinted through slits where eyes used to be. 1909 would see Nelson lose to the Michigan Wildcat Ad Wolgast, who was tearing through the lightweight division on his path to becoming champion. He was sharp, fast, and powerful. In their rematch a year later, 18,000 people would watch a savage competition which would end just after 40 barbaric rounds. Pulitzer Prize journalist, who was the ringside reporter for the fight, would reflect on the competition, saying, "Nelson took punch after punch in the face and ribs until he looked like a great chunk of round steak down as far as the belt." He described Wolgast's onslaught as almost like a child pushing his fist into moist mud pie. Another great journalist, 00 McGreehan, wrote, "For concentrated viciousness, it was the most savage bout I have ever seen." Needless to say, Nelson was pummeled and wrecked by Wolgast's superior fighting ability. Many wanted to see Nelson retire after the Wolgast fight, but blind to the damage he was taking and arrogantly resolved to see his career through to the bitter end, he would have 52 more fights, 52 more savage wars. He would state, "You just can't quit. That's all." Nelson would find himself living till 71, but living would be putting it kindly. His final years were spent in a ruthless decline, seconded to his state hospital in Illinois, as a judge had determined he was without his faculties. And whilst his death was officially listed as senility, the fact was, the Dane was a fragile, decaying vessel of what once was one of the best fighters on the planet. Incontinent, without his memory, and shaking, battling Nelson died alone and broke.